We don't do any scripts. We don't do any we don't run over anything. So he has a story to share.
Who, me?
Yeah, because you talked about it last week. So we're gonna just
dive. Oh yeah, so we're gonna get to that
right
later.
In, and I'm excited.
We're gonna get to that later.
You want to get to that later?
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna say that for later.
Okay, so what you want to dive in first? We got a couple of things that's interesting, you guys. So let's
let's say we in the house. Just say hi there to nobody right now, but
oh, you're right. So you know what? Sincerely, I always thank everybody that's consistently tuning in, communicating with me, conversing with me throughout the week. I definitely appreciate it. Definitely appreciate you guys so much and things like that. And I hope I don't, I hope we can continue this. I don't bore you guys to sleep and things like that. And we just keep moving forward. So, I'm having a good time here. And again, thank you. I don't even, you know what?
How's the sound? That's what I want. We've been having problems with the sound forever. And I'm like, I think we got it right this week.
Oh,
we done upgraded a little bit.
we just jumped in the water and we learned how to swim. You know what I mean? Like my dad said he learned how to swim like that. They threw like dollar bills.
People say that.
The coins, not literally the paper, but like the silver dollars. They threw them at the bottom of the pool. So if you could swim at the bottom and get it, hey, you made some money. So, hey, we trying to swim. So far so good. So again, thank you guys for all of that. So appreciate that moving forward. So
black people can't swim.
I can.
I can, but I didn't learn till like recently.
You know how to swim?
Yeah.
I
didn't learn how to swim till I was what? I was pushing 30.
Hey, I don't know how to swim.
You know how I learned how to swim? Uh-huh. My daughter taught me. So I had to have a kid, wait till she grew up.
If my kids
I had to create my own swimming instructor. And she taught me how to swim. If my kids
was in the water and I had to get them, I'm getting them out of the water. Something's gonna get.
Yeah, that's what it was like. It was like having your girlfriend at your basketball game. So you go, you got to perform. You go hit your shots. So I was afraid of water, swimming, pools, not just water. But
yeah, I don't deal with.
But I can't be a punk in the water with my daughter. Like just go under. I got to do it. So that's how I was able to get over that.
Okay,
my fear of being like I can't
Taylor
be a punk
Harris,
in front of
my daughter. That's 7. So show your dad how to swim. I guess I'll be 60. Hey. When that time comes.
It might have to happen like that.
Yeah, but
but the point of that is, we learning how to swim on the spot during the show. So
to be honest, it's fun. I like it.
Hey,
I like
I'm glad.
You know what I mean? Like. This doesn't feel like work to me. I can say for myself. I can't speak for this gentleman right here. He's doing a lot of the tech stuff, so I know that he has.
No, I'm having fun. It's not work yet.
No, I'm not. I don't want it to be work.
Nah. Nah.
I don't want it to be hard work. Does pay off. That's the whole saying. But
it's like Sunday. This is why I thought this was a good idea because this is like what we do anyway.
Yeah.
When we sitting around playing 2K, we just talking about stuff that's going on in the first place.
About 2K.
We can. I'm sorry I brought it up. I'm sorry I didn't.
No. We stopped.
We won last night though, didn't we?
1-1.
1-1. Okay.
So furthermore, the Rams knocked out
my new favorite team.
Tampa Bay. You guys took my team out.
I just became a Rams fan 2 weeks ago. Not really, because last week I was still an Eagles fan, and the Eagles got out, and I'm a Rams fan off top. I was a Rams fan by the third quarter because I knew the Eagles was getting taken out by Brady. So I was like, oh, let's go Rams. Who on there?
I was telling my brother
who on that team?
On my way here before I got disconnected with him on the phone. I was like, this is going to be the most interesting Super Bowl because the juggernauts are not even involved.
Carry that on. I'm gonna check audio real
so yeah, Aaron Rodgers is out, Tom is out. You know, I don't know. I'm like, I really thought Buffalo had a chance today to house out to Kansas City for closing that out and things like that too. So I might, me personally, because I'm a New England fan and a Brady fan and things like that, I actually don't watch the Super Bowl if they don't participate. So to say that I'm going to be watching it, I'm not, because Tampa's not in, nor New England.
All right, I'm back. Y'all don't have to listen to Chris Rambo anymore. Audio sounds good. We cool.
So that's just where I stand on that. So you ready to dive into these topics, man?
Yeah.
You say you wanted to give me my dessert a little later, so you want me to?
Yeah, we'll get to that later.
Oh, you know what? So first and foremost, I want to. Are you talking about her right now? We going straight to her? Would you just?
That was the plan. What do you want to do?
I want to.
We free flowing. We don't have to have an order.
I want to talk about Louis Anderson. He died.
Go ahead, man.
74 years old. I believe in cancer, and it's. I think it's so odd and rare for African American man to marvel at his work and things like that. But
that's why I said you've been a Louis Anderson fan for as long as since Life with Louis been out. You used to always quote the cartoon.
Like that was
when I say I don't want to get on the dragon's breath. That's because you said that all the time, and I didn't.
Oh man, dude! I've been watching the cartoon for like the last couple of days, just catching up, and it's putting me in a time machine. And I'm like, this guy got paid to just tell his life story. Like, literally. Like, he had very unique parents. And what I actually learned, or one of his last stand-ups, I'm not sure, but him and his brother were the 9th and 10th child. So their parents had 8 kids.
They from the South, you could tell.
Well, he's from Minnesota. I don't know what part.
That's up. Yeah.
And so he was saying that, my parents were already up in age when they had us. So it was kind of like one of those oops situations. And they were definitely set in their ways. His dad, the war vet, and his mom was just like the homebody, just cook. And she was, she wasn't tripping off nothing. And it was just funny, man. And, rest in peace to him and stuff like that. And like I said, just being a fan of the work. Like I said, he was Coming to America. I just instantly just started cracking up when I saw him. You know what I mean? Like
he was the fry. He was the guy in Coming to America who was like, "I've been here for 4 years doing fries." Or he started mopping the floors. Then he moved to fries.
Yeah.
Then he moved.
Like he was like so ecstatic for doing just the basic thing. Yeah,
He's like, if I keep busting my ass on fries. In 4 more years, assistant manager. I was like,
and he closed with him like there's like assistant manager.
Trying to tell the king of Zamunda about moving up in the world.
But he passed away on I believe the 21st, man. So condolences to his family and things like that. And thank you, Louis.
Rest in peace, Louis.
74 years old. I believe.
He was in the sequel too for a second, right? He was in there. I remember seeing him.
Yeah, so
that was just last year.
Yeah, awesome guy. Really awesome guy and things like that. And just was a fan of his work for a very, very long time. So thank you for that. So I want to know what I gotta have my dessert now. but we can't go there. So
I can't. You know what? All right, so we not gonna go all the way there, but I'm super disappointed.
Okay.
And the things happening
with
Kim Kardashian right now and Kanye West. And we had discussions for a long time about the Kardashians and how you're not particularly a fan for such and such reasons. Yeah. And I would kind of defend them, like, no, what Lamar owed him, that's kind of his fault. She didn't get him on drugs. She didn't, and then it was like, Tristan Thompson, and there's been a linear of dudes who went through that camp, and it seems like things don't turn out for him that well.
Yeah.
And it seemed like with the Kanye situation, it was a better start.
Yeah.
Right.
In theory. It's kind of, to me, it kind of just was like, it was like blink, blinking, and it was like, wait, married and this is that. And all of a sudden, this is who he's been jabbing at for a long time. And I was like, I thought that was a sniblet funny, but.
You said a sniblet funny?
Yeah, because, he dated Amber Rose,
Yeah,
I believe,
yeah.
for a while. And everybody kind of thought that she might have been the girl, in a sense.
I didn't.
And,
sheesh.
But, I follow this Hollywood stuff, but I don't,
Yeah, right.
But it was just, like, interesting because, I believe that Kim had married Chris Humphries and played for the Nets.
Mm-hmm.
And then that
I think that's right.
debacle happened, and then all of a sudden it was like, then it was Kanye. Like, literally, it was like Chris, then it was Kanye. Like, literally, like, if I read it in a book, that's how it came out in a sentence. And it was like, oh, okay. We'll see how this plays out. And
all right. Yeah, so things been happening. We'll dive into that later. If you we'll still save it for dessert. But I do have some new issues with their little pairing they got going on, and how it's ending, I guess.
Oh my Lord! I hope that I don't curse. My mom doesn't want me to curse on here, so I hope that.
Oh yeah, I got some exhibit. Look. You see, look on the screen. I got Exhibit A right here.
Oh.
Read this title. You get all right. Kanye West goes off on Kim Kardashian. She won't give address to his daughter's birthday party. That's all. I'm just saying. That's some of that started bothering me.
If I'm quiet on this, it's because of the choice of words that I can't display. Because that has already pissed me off.
It hit home a little bit, right? That's why I was saying I would disagree with you. None of the other stuff they were doing hit home, but then when this happened, it was like, ooh, she doing that, and she gave it. We'll talk about that later.
Okay. All right. So,
but now we'll get on. I want to talk about this Brittany Renner video.
Okay.
That we pulled up. Okay,
I stumbled on it. I mean, I just kind of went over it just now. You guys sent it to me earlier in the week. I kind of briefed at it. So, yeah, Oh, okay, we're running it? All right, I'm going to listen up. I'm going to listen up, and then I'll get my...
let me frame it into the picture, right? Let me give her whole screen. There we go.
Whole screen or whole screen?
Whole screen.
Okay.
Give her whole screen.
Which word we were using?
No, I'm not going to disrespect her yet. It ain't that serious. All right, so here we go. Let me switch this over to Brittany.
Hey,
so here she is. She does this sometimes where she goes on, like rants of some sort. This one was particularly unique in certain ways.
Okay.
She bothered me already. It took 4 seconds, yeah. It took 4 seconds into a video where I'm like, what is she talking about? just like the starting off sentence. It's like when T.I. was talking to Candace Owens. And she was like, what? She was like, you started with some bullshit. That's what she just did right now. She just started, like, she was like, men with narrow minds. And then she used like a Ben Shapiro tag. Facts aren't your feelings.
Yeah, she's.
So we gotta see what she talking about. What are these facts that she talking about?
Okay. Are we playing the whole thing through? Or are you okay?
Yeah,
I want everyone to be at home, and however they're listening to this, I want them. I don't be interrupted by me, so I'm quiet.
No, interrupt if you need to.
No.
I couldn't keep it together for
59 seconds. I could do that.
See, I can't. Oh, I don't know exactly what spawned this video. Like what the type of guys that she's talking about exactly.
Yeah, I'm lost on that too.
Right.
Like, who is she aiming at? I'm like, is she talking about the father of the child that she has? Is it everybody just bundled in a bag together?
I can't tell.
She
I can't tell, but she throwing shade. She throwing shade at dudes at some demographic.
Finish it, because you know what? Because I got a really good comment on that. You know, on the end of that video.
Okay.
Because she did make some comments that really.
All right, I'm gonna let her finish. I promise. I promise.
we
But this all right. The part she was like, we would love. Maybe it's not we. Maybe she ain't talking to us.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not take it personal. But they would love for her to settle for men like them. You're talking about Brittany, the single Instagram thought Brittany Renner, who has a kid now.
Okay.
Is saying that certain men want her to settle for them.
Right.
Cool opinion, but go ahead. I just said that.
You already did. Okay, yeah. So right there, in her last statement, where she says she doesn't need a man, and she created her own narrative, but you would say that when you have things locked in. That's my problem.
Yeah,
that is tied to a man.
I feel like not just women. A lot of people think like this, where it's magic. Like, I'm gonna manifest my thing. Mm-hmm. Remember that book, The Secret, came out? Like, The Secret, you manifest your ideas and it's gonna happen. And
yeah.
Stuff don't really work like that.
No.
So that's what I think she's coming from, that place where she's saying, oh yeah, she does have a kid. No, she's not married. Yes, she's single because she's choosing to be single. And why you know, all these like jabs that she's throwing, but she's gonna overcome all of them and beat the system. And it's like, no, like the way that it's going, I don't think she got a chance against the system.
The problem with this whole thing and with women in that particular predicament is that they got lucky. You know what I mean? They got lucky that this individual was making a certain amount of money, and you had.
You're talking about her particularly with her baby daddy.
And just like in the end of the video, she says, "I control my own narrative." No, you don't.
Yeah.
If that was my baby mama and she said something like that, I would show her how much control.
She got to go to the court.
Had.
You got to show her the court papers.
Like not even
they
that.
control
like, you know
the
what, like just like what I was saying earlier. Like if I was in the NBA and you're making almost the same amount of money as me with my kid or a little bit more, I would quit the NBA. I would. I don't
disagree. I don't agree with that because, like, her baby daddy is PJ Washington. I think I don't know who he plays for. I think the Heart. I don't know. I don't even want to guess. I don't know who he is. But I would say he like fumbled his own situation.
But it did. Digging deeper into this, they were engaged.
Yeah.
So it was some.
You right.
It was correct.
Right. You were a little right. They were engaged, and I think she said she left because of cheating. Which,
but you know what you signed up for.
Right.
And I'm not trying to say
right.
that it's right and wrong, but you left, and the way this system is set up,
you got engaged. You had a baby. Found out he was smashing chicks on the side.
That's why you hurry up and had the kid.
It was perfect situation, perfect opportunity to leave.
Like that's what gets,
and get the bag.
They hurry up and have the kid, and then once things are locked in, now then they want to come on the social media and try to spit knowledge or do subliminal or try to throw jabs or shade, and it's like your fate is actually in his hands. Like I said earlier when we were talking about before this show. came on, that he's the vine and she's just the branch.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's the lifeline. If he cuts off the lifeline, then there's no her. It's back to court, and it is adjustments going to be done. Because he's going to pull up some paperwork and say, hey, I don't make
So that's
this
why you're
much.
saying you would just ditch the job.
I would just quit the job.
That's rough, though.
I know it's rough, but I would just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. I know I threw a jab at him, too. I was like, he ain't Kobe. He ain't going to win a championship.
Nah.
So it's like...
That's not a jab. That's just...
Like, so why...
He's not a star player.
Why give all your money away to her? Like, you may do 10 years in the NBA.
I like the petty. I like the petty in you because I'm petty. But I don't think he should throw away his career because he made that mistake with this chick.
But I don't think it was a mistake. I think that
maybe not. Maybe he just didn't think it through, and I don't know why. Because Brittany Renner has said on occasions that she basically was giving women the playbook to athletes. Like, they athletes because they're stupid. She said that. Date them because they're stupid. They don't wear protection. You could get a baby and get the bag.
Then it's like, at the end of the day, and she could be right or wrong on that. And it's like, but then
he had to see this video before he put a baby in it.
But the part that's really serious, this is the part that saddens me the most in this whole situation, is that what about the kid? Like, where's the love for the kid? Because remember, there was a video that came out, I believe, a year or two ago, when the guy was kind of mildly bashing women, like, hey, do they truly love their kid? Because in weird situations that are set up, and a woman will still have a child in madness, and so it's like, do you really truly love the kid, or have love for this kid? Like, so it's like, do you really love this kid, or do you love that the paycheck is attached to the kid? You know what I mean? Like, that's real talk.
Who was that? You remember who that was?
I forgot who it was, but you know what? No. I think it was that guy that got caught cheating with his wife. I think it was him. I think he's trying to specify it and say black women didn't love their kids because of the choices that they
the whole entirety of black women.
Yeah, he went there. And I listened.
I don't usually like those kind of arguments.
I'm not going to say nothing on this topic, but
right.
I listened to it and I was like, all right, like, you know, okay. But this is the part that saddens me the most, is that where does the kid play a factor? Because all I hear is the money. All I hear is about the status. All I hear about is getting the bag. But it's like...
And they got a whole baby.
You know what I mean? And there's a kid directly in the middle of this.
Yeah.
And it's like, money is important, but money's not going to raise that kid neither.
Nah.
Like, so y'all two going to have to converse together and figure it out at the end of the day, too.
Man, it's a rough one. Like, PJ Washington is responsible for that. That's why I won't say, like, oh, he should quit his career or whatnot. He made the mistake. He got to do it. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. Just don't do it again.
I guess don't listen to me, because you know what I said.
I'm not telling them not to listen to you.
See it, but yeah, you know what I said.
I'm not telling them not to listen to you. I just say I disagree in that sense.
Like, I'm at the roulette table. Like, about to fix this. Like, it's no way.
Like, I'm putting my contract on red. It's a wrap.
No way I'm taking the L every single month. Half? What? Half?
I don't think. She said he's not getting all that, was the rumored amount, but whatever. I don't know.
There's
I can't.
People that's their job, is to put other people's business out there.
Yeah.
He's an NBA basketball player. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it came out, but moving on. I've said what I had to say on that one. And so, okay. So, now, you know what? The biggest issue in America, kinda, sorta, is
what are you about to
relationships.
Say? Okay, yeah.
And I feel like that people need to learn how to date. Like, for real.
Tell me your thoughts about that. I have a different thought, but go ahead.
I mean, my thoughts. There's levels, right? Okay. I got this Mario shirt, so I'll even use this as an example. So when you're in stage 1, you start small, right?
Yeah.
You get a mushroom, and you pass this level. When you get to other stages, you get other things unlocked.
Mm-hmm.
Get the fire, you get this, you get that. I'm not gonna ramble too much on Nintendo products like that. But what I'm saying is that there's levels to this. And in
Get the
dating,
raccoon tail.
In dating, I feel like men and women, but somebody gonna take lead on this. I don't know who, but
somebody go wear the jacket.
Women and men, when they date, don't know how to date, and they give everybody the access key cards way too quick.
So how do you think men and women should date each other?
It should be
out in these mean dating streets. Because we talk about, I'm married now,
okay,
and so we always have talks. Me, you, and my brother were having to talk about dating, and y'all was like, you don't get it.
I'm
like it's crazy out here. You just don't get it because you ain't been in the game for a minute.
Yes.
All right. So you sticking by that? Go ahead.
So basically, first before I speak, is that on that, if you're in any type of relationship that could be built or building or continue to move upward, please stay in it, because in these mean streets of being single, it is tough.
Oh, this is a Chris message.
It is
eyes in the camera.
Yeah, it's tough. You see how big my eyes are. It's tough out here because these women, the offense that they run, it's like a woman will put you directly in the middle of some silliness, and you don't even know that you're in some silliness. You be thinking that you're the only player in the game, and maybe with some options that she's getting jabbed on some sidelines, and no. You were part of the option, just like this guy, and now she's like, well, I want y'all to sit down at the table and get along. Wait a minute.
What are you talking about? What situation is this that you bringing up?
I'm just saying that, you know what I'm saying? Like, women, because dating is broken up in too many pie categories. Because people are like, oh, are we dating? Are we exclusive dating? Are we dating with friends of benefit? Like, it's like, wait. Why is all these categories? The root word here is dating.
Right.
So I'm like this. If I'm dating you and you're dating me, there doesn't need to be outside interference, because we should be dating to get married. Agree?
I agree.
So,
I mean, it's the purpose, right?
Absolutely.
I think, I won't interrupt on that, but you should.
So if you're not dating to get married, and if you're dating to have fun or see where it goes, or I'm just passing, like, you don't need to date because
give your box away.
Yeah, it's just because with guys, when a woman tells a guy, I just want to see where it goes, we're gonna narrow it down to well,
that means
we'll just sleep with her and then we'll move on, because she doesn't know what she wants.
Yeah, that's like a full go to smash the innards.
Yeah, and then to be out.
Yep.
And then men get labeled as dogs, because it's like that happens. That's going to happen regardless. Unfortunately, not to say it like that, it's going to happen. But you need to put a label on there. So I'm dating to get married. That's what women need to say.
Mm-hmm.
Because you should be trying to date to get married. If you just want,
so what do you hear them saying then?
They're saying everything else.
But what does it sound like? They just want to see where things go.
See where this goes. Oh, well, I got kids I got to take care of. Oh, I'm kind of busy. Oh, I'm dating this other guy too. Oh, well, I'm not your girl technically. Like, it's like
those are red flags, yo.
Yeah, but us as men, we'll narrow it down to we'll just sleep with them. And then
makes you the bad guy. It does a little bit. I would say that it makes you the bad guy a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it needs to be levels.
In my opinion.
It needs to be levels on, like, there's levels in everything. Like in sex, there's levels. There's different levels in that. People think, oh, sex is sex. No. There's levels. Like, if you have sex a certain way, your emotions and everything else is going to be set at a certain tone. And I think that's where women get mixed up because they do that and then their emotions get wrapped up. And I'm not trying to blame women on this, but they get wrapped up in the situation, and then when the situation fizzles out or it goes a different direction, then they're on their social media or on their content blasting men are all dogs. No. You kind of gave him some access codes that he shouldn't have had access to.
So what I hear you saying is like people aren't dating with like for a specific reason. They just out kind of
just tossing
things at the wall,
or using the word that I said in the podcast,
collecting bodies.
People just being a stepping stone. People are setting themselves up to be a stepping stone.
Yeah. Like you're revisiting that situation.
Yeah, no, like so people need to learn how to date. Like okay, like we 80s babies, so you know what I mean. Grew up in the 90s. We kind of started like taking girls kind of mildly serious. Early 2000s, maybe late 90s.
Ooh, you want to tell this dating situation you was in recently? You want to tell this story?
Oh my God,
it's interesting. We'll hold all names from public record, and we'll call her Anna.
Was so I put myself in a weird situation. First and foremost.
Wait. What story are you about to tell?
So which one is it? Which one?
All right, I'm talking about the one where you looked on TikTok or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, God. He's about to set me up. I'm about to go.
Yeah, that's why I was like, hold up, bro.
I'm about to go to the dark one.
Not that story. I'm not trying to put you out there. We'll talk about that if it comes up. But.
Okay, so kind of know a young lady. We've been conversing for a little bit over a year, dibble dabbling. I kind of reached back out to her because just going to school and working and things like that was busy, you know, and couldn't really entertain a relationship. And at the same time, too, they don't want to waste people's time either because I'm trying to get myself together. You know, that's what men do. When men want to get themselves together, they cut distractions out. That's
yeah. So I remember the event. You met at the event from last year. That was almost a year ago because it's the anniversary of it is coming back up.
So I reached back out to her because things are slowing down. You know, I'll be graduating school very soon. So, thank you, man. So
congratulations. We're going to have a party on the show after you do.
Hey, sounds good. So I was, so she was like kind of, you know, we're small talking, conversing on the phone, a couple phone calls, this and that. Starting real small baby steps. She's like, oh, how you been? How's everything? Blah, blah, blah. She kind of pressing it. She wants to see me, wants to kick it. Okay, I'm open to that soon. Mm-hmm. You know, we can work something out. And I was just up late one time, and I decided to go to TikTok, and I was on it for like a good hour, just scrolling. And
what? I know it's off topic, but what the hell is TikTok like? I don't have a TikTok. I kind of see things that are TikTok media. Mm-hmm. It seems like dances, people.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like at first, but TikTok, they do that, but they do have like a they kind of push the envelope with like stuff that maybe Instagram probably wouldn't allow to a degree. So it's like, And remember Donald Trump.
Let me sign up for TikTok. You know, what kind of envelopes they pushing on TikTok?
You know, at that time, remember he was trying to shut them down because there was a lot of content that was coming up with them, and so.
Hold on, we're getting a word from our producer. Was that?
No, nothing.
All right.
And so, so it's an interesting site. It has a little bit of everything. There's a guy on there.
All right, I didn't mean to interrupt. All right, so back to the dating story. You went on this girl's TikTok,
and I saw a guy. They looked like he was in a room watching a game, playoffs football, and I saw like one leg kind of wrapped around his leg, the back of his neck. So I got instantly annoyed when I saw it because I was like, damn, why he just can't watch the game? Girls are so damn annoying. You know what I mean? Like, he's watching football. Leave him alone. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I said to myself. And then when I looked, I said, wait, who is this? And so...
I already know where this is going.
So then,
I heard the story, but I knew where it was going the first time.
So then when I looked, I saw it was her. And then I was like, no, because we just talked.
So where were y'all at this point? Y'all were talking.
Not
like
talking
the young
like that,
people
but
say.
just feeling, just kind of catching
Trying to
up.
arrange.
Exactly.
It was going towards.
Yeah.
Let's meet up at such and such.
Yeah.
Hang out.
So yeah, exactly. And so when I saw the video, then I saw that it was her. I go, wait, that's not her, because who is he? So then I went back to the video and looked at it, and she had the same blue pants when I met her. So I was like, oh, this is her. She had some Nike pants. So it was like really like, oh, yeah, man, that is her. Because that's when I met her a year ago. She had the same outfit. So I was like, okay.
All right, so this is happening. You see this girl. She got some dude in the leg lock around his neck.
Yeah.
Just hanging out
and
watching
I happened
football.
to text her because that was a Saturday when I saw it. I happened to text her like on a Thursday or Friday just on GP, like, oh, hey, how's your day going? How's everything? She never replied. So she hits me up Sunday at the golden time after 11.
At night?
In the morning.
Okay.
Checkout's 10.
All right.
11.
Yeah.
So, oh, hey, what's up?
Oh, that's how, like, after the walk and shame, you get to your car.
Yeah.
And then she just scrolling like,
yeah.
Oh,
So, oh, hey, what's up? Good morning. Oh, I didn't know you had a boyfriend. I just go just straight to it. Oh, where did you get that information from? I'm like, your TikTok. Then it was like 20-minute, 30-minute, no respond. Oh, that's just my friend.
The friend you had oh, damn.
So I'm like, I didn't know. I didn't reply. I just said okay, but in my mind I said I didn't know that friends go out on, like, clearly y'all spent the weekend together. You know what I mean? And that's kind of like the offense that some of these women run. They're very secretive. They know how to crop their pictures and cut the guys out, make it look like girl trips, things like that. And it's like, it ain't even the case. I'm not even going to put her name out there. I'll call somebody else the same way. Oh, I'm in Miami. I said, who you with Miami with? Oh, I'm not with nobody. I'm like, okay, sound good.
Sounds good.
It was somebody else that was videotaping her.
Oh, you got to check the connecting flights. you gotta somebody she else on the trip with such and such around this person. You hit the other TikTok.
It was even worse.
What?
The camera was going like this, and I saw the guy sitting next to her. And I have the technology on my phone that I can save a screen, like video, anything, without you knowing.
Yeah.
And so I just sent it right back to her. Circle, who's that? No reply.
Let's get back to the originals. So how did the original story girl, how'd she respond to you calling her out?
That's the thing. She just was like really nonchalant about it. Like, oh, that's just my friend, and that's just the story she's sticking with. Like, everybody's a friend. It's a friend or my bro or my bestie or whatever.
Might be that she might believe that. Like she might. That's what I'm saying. That's why that's tricky. Because now you got she hanging around with him, obviously.
Yeah.
They in some situation where
she's free to do that too.
She got his legs wrapped. Nah, not if the relationship had progressed to a certain point, she's not free to just be having people in the leg locks. Like
I agree. My thing is,
you mean she free to do it because she's
free
single?
To do what she wants. Like
she's
I'm not entangled with her at all. We're just chit chatting. But it's like
you do expect like a level of
just keep it 100.
Honesty. Yeah. Keep it 100.
One of my terminologies I like to use all the time. Put the ball in my court. If I want to play, let me play. If I decide to put the ball in my bag and leave and go to another park, then that's my prerogative. Like, people don't know how to do that.
Here go Randy with the
So, like that's the thing. Like, and there's just a humongous issue, in my personal opinion, when it's just coming to dating. Like I said, back in the early 2000s, when we kind of was like in our 19, 20, 21, you know what I mean? It was like you met a girl, you wouldn't dare ask for sex in like at least the first 3 months. Like, you're legit about to take her out. You're legit about to spend some money. You're going to spend some time. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to do all of that stuff. In your mind, when we're doing this, we're in hopes to getting that. And now it's like we expect it from day one because we like, girl, we know you doing stuff over there. Don't play me short.
They're already in the streets. They're already in the streets. They are like everybody's body count is above 0 now. So we know we know you out here collecting rosters,
because
putting teams
here's
together.
The most unfortunate thing is that there are some men and women that have slept with more men and women that's not in a relationship versus in people that they've been in a relationship with. Like you have.
Wait. Say that again.
So you have this count right here. I've slept with this many girls that I've never been committed to on no level. They're not my girlfriend or nothing. And then I have my relationships that I've been with that I've kind of been intimate with. And there's the margin. And so over time, we've learned how guys have learned how to create the cheat code to say, well,
hey,
you want all of this. Yeah. You know what? I'm a just go here. You know, and then it turns into like, well, why buy the cow?
Well, you can have the milk for free.
Mm-hmm. Whose fault is that? In your opinion?
That's the jacket conversation. It's tricky. Okay, so I'm not gonna call women's cows. That's a bad analogy. All right, so we saying that women have the milk, basically.
Yeah, we want the milk.
We want the milk. They got the milk. So whose fault is it that we get the milk?
I'm like, it's hers.
We don't have to buy. We don't have to like.
We have to do something.
Yeah, all the time.
We get
all the time.
So, but then that's bad.
Either it has to be you got to take them out on a date. You got to.
We're gonna do something.
You got to be the main person texting. You got to
do. We got to do something.
They got to look at you a certain way. You got this kind of job. You got this kind of car. Something has to be there for them to be like, oh, here's some milk.
Like I talked to somebody, coworker of mine today, and we were talking about the dating and things like that, and she said, Chris, I was dating this one guy, and then I started kind of dating this other guy. And then she's like, and then I kind of kicked the other guy to the curb, but now I'm engaged to the new guy. And she was like, but was I wrong for that? I was like, absolutely not. What was the ulterior motive? You wanted to what? Get married. This guy wasn't talking. He was there.
She was asking if she was wrong for picking the guy
that
proposed
was she mad
first?
Because she kind of at one point was dating both of them.
And he doesn't know?
Yeah.
Don't tell him.
It was kind of like a scale.
Don't tell him.
Yeah, but I told her straight away that she wasn't. Because I was like, look, imagine he's the bus driver, you're on the bus. I want to go here, get married. And if this bus is taking you everywhere else, but where you want to go, you got to get off.
Like, yeah, we go there, but we got to stop by, by Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles first.
Sometimes.
Let's go. I wanted to show you this other thing.
Sometimes sometimes we're not going to stop.
Right.
I've been that guy before where it's like, girl, you just going to ride. Now, if you jump off and kill yourself, that's on you. I've been that guy before, unfortunately. But you got to do what you got to do. Because I've been on rides too where I thought it was something else, and it was like, wait, this is something totally different. And I jumped off. I just survived. So you got to do what you got to do because at the end of the day, it's your life. And how is it? How do you want to play this game? So you got to date to get married. I should have came with.
She asking the magic question. I'm gonna assume no. If he did know, and he didn't care, then whatever. Well, if he didn't know, keep that. It's a secret in your marriage until y'all.
Well, you know what? I agree.
Mm-hmm.
But then you know what I'm saying? He could have been running the same offense too.
Who knows? But it's not. It is different.
It's super different. Yeah, because it's like, wait, hold on, baby girl. Like, you was what? I get it. So, but
I don't think women know. Women try to act like they do the things like we like sex too. We do all this stuff too, but. Y'all not the same. We don't think the same. That's why, like, a dude cheat 5 times, right? And the girl keep taking him back. Girl cheat one time. And he's like, oh, why do you do this? Like, because it's not the same.
Yeah, because
the function of these things aren't the same. They're not equal. Look at a picture of people having sex, and then look at how the girl looks, and then look at how the guy looks. The guy is picturing his girl looking like the girl looks in the sex, right? Like face in the pillow with the thing, at the head, like all the stuff that the dudes do.
Yeah.
That all the stuff that you do.
Yeah.
With your girl, and you all like picturing somebody doing it.
It's a bad image. So, I want to save this conversation for a later time.
All right, we'll add that to.
That do women? Cause what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put some homework for myself. I'm gonna ask 10 women. If there's some women on here, please hit me up and keep me on this too. Do women really understand and know men? Like, if you have that, if you really think so, give me like 3 reasons why.
We'll do that when we have callers. That would be super interesting. Women call in.
We're gonna keep that. We're gonna keep that going. I just want to like really talk about it maybe next week or the week after. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I feel like, honestly, I feel like women don't really know men.
We are gonna have a interesting conversation with a young lady eventually that I met yesterday at Anton Daniel's meet and greet.
Okay.
Her name is Keisha.
Okay.
And she's what is she? What's her specific job title? She deals with like mediations between parents dealing with kids.
Okay.
And breakups or divorces, basically court stuff. You know, and me and you, we happen to be in the unique situation where we have kids with women, and we've probably been in some types of situations like that. If not legally, at least personally. Yeah.
It was close to the
At
chest.
least personally.
Yeah.
And so we're going to have her on and talk about some of these things that go on between these parents in these situations.
No, that's interesting.
Yeah. It's going to be fun. That's for another time.
That's fruitful for everyone. But yeah, I want to have a talk one day. You know what I mean? So ladies, that know me personally or even want to leave a comment on here, please, because I really think that now there, I don't even want to spoil it and start rambling on it, some more because I can. But yeah, I think that women, I'm gonna say half.
Oh, we losing our soundproofing?
I'm gonna say half. Half don't really know. They have an assumption, but they don't really know.
About?
Just a man.
Oh, and I think that they don't understand men.
And I think that's kind of like messing up things.
You said half?
I'm gonna say half.
You highballing?
I'm gonna say half, dude. Because
man. No, I think like 80% don't have any clue. Like none.
I'm at 50s. You at 80. We'll be halfway.
We could take the divorce rate. The divorce rate's like 80%. They don't have any clue about men. Take the same rate and say 80%. Wow.
I like,
I'm just saying.
And you know what? And I apologize because I meant to send you some stuff for our quotes to back up our quotes and things.
Oh yeah.
So we'll get to that. I apologize.
We're gonna start collecting all the info.
Yeah,
all the stats.
Because a lot of people hit me up about the tax thing. Like, oh, are you sure? And I was like, I was like, dang, I should have. Forgot.
Yeah, you gotta produce receipts.
Look and actually put it up for those. But yes, you can.
We ain't gonna go back to that. Skip it. Yeah, we'll make a clip about it.
Yeah. Definitely. So,
future topic: Do women understand men?
Like, no, we gotta put the word really.
Do women really understand men?
Like, you know what I mean? Like, if there's something going on, good or bad, and you're the woman in this relationship with your man, do you know how to fix or create or elevate, deflate anything in that situation with this man? Do you really know? Can you look at his body language and know, like, okay, something's up? And can you fix it? Or do you leave it alone? Whatever. You know what I mean? Because we're very simple, and women, I think, have us really complex.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, no. That's opposite. Y'all complex.
They the complex ones.
Yeah.
Well, I think, are they really? I don't know if they're complex or is it like a two-way thing where we're not as emotional and we don't really understand their emotion.
But I think that we are emotional.
All people are emotional,
but I
think they're emotionally driven.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna jump on a limb on this. Men are a little bit more emotional than women are.
Certainly.
I'm gonna say. Wait. Let me explain.
I thought about that for 2 seconds, and I was like, "Nah."
We are, because we've learned how to put that cage up. If that cage,
look at you, got background supporters over here.
Look, if the man ego is stroked and touched in the wrong way, you get you look yourself in your mirror like, wait, what have I been transformed into really quick? Like, you be like, whoa, like, yeah, you like. Let me. I had a conversation with Bridging the Gap. You know,
okay. Yep.
And
yep.
We kind of
Bridging the Gap TV. Where's she at? Shout out.
And we were kind of going through something, and she took all of the words that I use to try to educate and elevate and motivate. She took every single word, like word for word, and she like flipped it on me, and like, ugh. And I was like, what? Like, I was livid. I was so angry, like, cause I was like, how dare you?
Yeah.
Like, I was like, how dare you go there? And then even like mocked me, like, oh, and you call yourself Batman, and you call yourself the master read between the lines, and you just, like all my little words I be saying about myself, and like
somebody else, Patrice O'Neal used to say this.
Through
like
all
you teach your girl kung fu, right? Over time, like, oh, she's a yellow belt now. You taught her how to be a yellow belt. Now she's a yellow belt. She used the moves against you. It's like, I'm a black belt. I still block them. Like, whatever, blah blah blah. So, but by the time she get to a brown belt, now she might be able to sweep you a little bit. Using the stuff you taught her. Now she might be able to be like, and then you fall on the ground and be like, oh.
Yeah, it was a punch I didn't see coming.
So yeah, they
learned something.
They take the kung fu you teach them, then come back at you. Use the same kung fu. You gotta get better at your kung fu, because now she throwing the moves that you were telling her about 3 years ago. Now she a master at the move. You gotta be like, you gotta learn how to block it now.
You know what? To be honest with you, like I loved her for that. Like once my God.
Look at look at who we talking about.
And, yeah, I loved her for that. And you know what? When it was like when I got out of my feelings, because I didn't talk to her for like 3-4 months. It was like,
oh, she kicked you that hard?
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
yeah.
Roundhouse to the rib.
And it was like, oh, I see her. I'll look at her story, but I'm not gonna comment. I was doing petty stuff.
Yeah, that was petty.
Like, I'm looking at her content. I'm not liking anything, but she could see that I saw it. Duh, Chris.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it was like once I overcame that and kind of built myself up, then it was like a learning experience for me, and it was like, damn, like that was dope. You know what I mean? And it was like I needed to hear that. Like, I needed to hear that, like, hey, yeah, you're a great dude, and you're putting a lot of stuff and stacking a lot of things on you, man. Hey, but you can fall. You can crumble. You can't,
You can get sweep kick.
Yeah, oh, yeah. In one of my other terminologies, the best fighters is the ones that get up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Like, I put something on my Facebook, like, I think, like, last year or the year before last, I just felt like I was just getting attacked in a lot of different angles. And I said, yeah, Chris is falling, but remember, my crown is at arm's reach. So my crown on my head, when I fall, it ain't that far. I still can get it. Like, don't forget. And when I put it on, I'm still that guy.
Yeah.
I'm falling, but I'm still him. He might be a little dirty, but I'm gonna put that mug on, and I'm gonna wipe the
Straighten it
blood
up.
and this and that. And
Somebody gonna come back with your cape like James Brown, put it over your shoulders.
I'm still him. You know what I mean? Us men gotta own that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And stuff like that. And so if you fall, your crown is right there, dude. Just grab it, pick it back up. You put it back on your head.
I'm agreeing with that. So, do men really? This is what we laughing at, Chris.
So what
she don't
you
know.
Talking
Look,
about?
she using your kung fu on you now. She like, what? Oh no, that story don't sound familiar at all.
So when we were taking a break, and she knows that I was infatuated with Batman and other things, so she used all of that on me.
She was telling you how Catwoman did this to Batman and how Batman was a simp in the first movie.
I just feel like I feel like my life is Gotham City, but I'm Batman in my Gotham City. So she's like, "Oh, and I thought you were Batman. I thought you were handling things. I thought you had things under control, and things ain't under control." She was
like, "You looking real Robin-ish right now."
She really power kicked me,
Bridging the gap, you cold. That's some cold shit right there, yo. You gonna take his own analogies and flip them with it. She used the judo on you, yo. Look, she took judo is like it's defensive offense where you take the offense, take the arm and you flip them.
She's what was that app? That walkie-talkie app where you could talk and it was the video. It was the video walkie-talkie. I forgot the name of the app.
I get the premise,
but
though.
she torched me on that. Ooh, she torched me on that. I think I could probably pull that up still if I download the app, and it probably still on. Oh yeah, she gave me.
She sent you the video.
Sent me the video with her talking her crap, so I get to see the neck roll. I get to see everything. So yeah, she made me up.
She was like, "Look, you think you Batman? Oh my god,
look.
That's rough."
Let's see. Look, now she knows.
That's rough.
Now she knows. She just commented. I love this thing right here. You guys can't see the graphics and things like I said. This guy's been working really hard and stuff like that. But I really love this TV right in front of us, and I get to look at everything. And I know that we've been running our mouths for hour 16. So, okay.
So this is the main event.
Yeah. So not to cut that short. Bridging the gap. Thanks for the love. Appreciate.
Thanks for the sweep kicks, the kidney punches.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That you was dropping.
She might have just called me when I just came in the room. It was a little dark. Hit me from the behind. It was like I was slipping. It was just like a boom, boom, boom. I was just like, ouch. This hurts. That's this is not.
She had you clutching your pearls. She was like, that was me.
It's not offensive with ouch. This stings a little bit.
With the app Marco Polo.
Marco Polo. That
was it? All right.
That was the app, Marco Polo. I think them videos are still on there because I saved them. In case I need that prep talk again.
She knew Bridging the Cap knew. She could have told you. She's
like, I want him to go back to that and use that.
She wants you to pull it up. We might, say that video. We might pull that up all week.
I'll try to put it on my gram. No, I can't.
No, don't put it on your gram. Maybe.
I don't know.
If y'all agree on it.
I'm not scared, but we'll see. Yeah. So, my dessert. You got it. I'm listening.
All right, I already described. I was on the Kardashian side somewhat. Chris was totally against them. I used to defend them like, they not doing all these dudes dirty like that. Some of it is on them. But this time, Kim kind of dirty. Kim kind of dirty. And it started, how it would switch me over to that is this video right here. Look, he even looks at, oh man, yeah. Look at Kanye right here. All right, so we go play this. It's what is 2 minutes. We may not play the whole thing because you get the gist of what was going on, but so basically, look, if you go off on the thing, it says Kanye goes off on Kim Kardashian. She won't give address to his daughter's birthday. So I'm gonna skip a little bit because he ain't getting to it.
That was a buster move for Thompson doing that.
Wait, you say what?
That's a sucker move right there. Call Chloe?
Well, he just calling her sisters. He trying to figure out where this party at.
But he called him. He called another man. And this buster...
It's the boyfriend. The baby
bro,
daddy.
give it up. I'm a little irate behind that. This is the man code.
I'm assuming he was at the party. And he like, where y'all at?
This was not...
He should have gave that. I think
Tristan...
he said Tristan, right?
Yeah.
He talking about Tristan Thompson.
Yes.
Khloe Kardashian's baby daddy.
Yeah, he said he asked him.
He should have gave him the address off
he
top.
passed the buck
Even
to somebody else.
Look, he should have just been like, this the address, you ain't got it for me, I ain't got nothing to do with this, or it happened later. That's what I think anyway.
That's a buster move, but let's keep it rolling.
And how you say it's a buster move in what way? Just so we clarify.
Like, my thing is this, like, this was not like her party, meaning like it was a birthday party or a wedding. There's no court orders. There's no domestic violence, anything. There's no restraining orders.
And it's his house. I don't know where it was, actually.
And it wasn't in her home or their old home, whatever. Like, it was in a public establishment. So it's like, yeah, you did a buster move, dog. Because I would have been, like, even though you don't want to be in the middle of that, but this man, he's the father. And we're not,
you go like the end of this story, then.
Okay, because it's like, this is a birthday. Like, forever Kanye has to remember that he hasn't seen his daughter for her birthday.
Yeah, that's he kind of gets into that. And, all right, so let's go back to...
Yeah, that's okay, I'm quiet.
You all hear the video? Video's playing on the live? Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, so he basically said what you saying. Mm-hmm. Like he got to this point just to be at his kid's birthday party, just so his kids can have these extravagant birthday parties. And
absolutely.
No, the volume needs to go up on Kanye's video.
Oh. All right, so I don't know how the volume is, but that's basically it. Just to go over it, he was having problems getting to his daughter's birthday party. I know a little bit more of the story because Kim, I guess, released a statement about it that said they had agreed to do 2 separate parties, which is fine. But apparently he wanted the address to this one, too. He wanted to be there at this one, too.
I get it, yeah.
And it's like if she wanted to be at his, it shouldn't have been a big deal either.
She's the mom.
Oh, yeah. Okay, my bad.
She's the mom. You know, if there's no court order in play, I feel like, too, that anybody that's in a situation like that, if you could avoid the courts, do it. Like, I don't have a court order with my kid's mom. Thank God for that. You know what I mean? And we just have a good understanding where, you know, I don't disrespect her. At least I try not to.
Don't say that too loud. She might not have even know. She might be like, we don't have a court order.
But yeah, that was Yeah, that one was a buster move. Two buster moves on Kim and then Mr. Thompson on that one. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. I don't even see what the big deal is. Like, I don't care what I do care what the agreement is, but just say the agreement is we'll have two separate parties. But he wanted to show up at yours. Say he's around, and he's like, "Where's that?"
I'm like, just
Like,
I totally get that, but see, here goes.
That's why I'm turning, because what is this kind of warfare going on now? I feel like when things like that start happening, like, oh, now I can't give you the address to the party because we agreed or something else.
You're using the kids as a hostage situation.
Exactly.
And it's like, and that's when the game gets a little different. It gets a little interesting, and it gets a little troublesome. You know what I mean?
It's a little too playful. It's a little too much play in there.
Yeah, and that's the thing where, you know, I it's a bad call.
That's why I'm like, the Kardashians have done things dating that you thought you already had canceled them, right? And I was like, but this one is more of a thing that touches home. Not like I've been in this situation particularly or specifically, but it feels familiar about certain parts of it.
And it sucks too, because it's like when you think about the money between the two of them, and it's like something as simple as a birthday party. He doesn't have to be around you.
Yeah.
He didn't have to engage in conversation with you. He didn't have to do any of that. He could have just been there as a support of his daughter, and that's it. But see, sometimes when women, not to bash, but when they kind of do things like that, that means there's other guys in the game.
Well, we already know she got the
yeah, and see that's the thing. That's the thing.
But I don't understand what that has to do with it either.
But my thing is like, see, it goes back to what I was saying earlier. When does the kids become relevant?
The priority.
And a priority. Like,
off top, when you have them.
In theory, with some people. Because you blocked the father of your child because you might have a boo
that
there.
might be there or not. That doesn't even make sense when you say it out loud.
It doesn't make it's stupid. It's completely ridiculous and completely stupid. You know what I mean? To do that, like
for a man or a woman, it doesn't matter.
Like I'll talk.
Put the new boo in the bathroom and be like,
I'll talk a snippet about my thing, and then we cut it because it's already at a half.
We get some juice.
Well, my thing.
I wish I had an example to.
So like with me and my kid's mom and things like that. Some people look at our situation like it looks like y'all could work.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I used to tell you that all the time.
Because
me, you, and her sat around and talked about that for
like a good couple hours. Oh, she's good.
Hours.
And she pulled you. You have a very strong mind. She pulled you in her world, and she had you with the Pinocchio strings. You know, like
she made me think that it was your fault.
I'm sitting there like this. I'm just like this, like I'm not even. And you looking at me like.
Like Chris.
Like
Chris.
I said you had just met the Grand Master.
Man.
If that girl, if that belt could be purple, she got it. Like, yeah, she's the Grand Master. But in our situation, a lot of people feel like that it could work and things like that because certain things with us we just don't really allow. You know what I mean? And it's like, because we both truly care about our two children that we have together.
Mm-hmm.
Ultimately, you know, yeah, we'll have our little debates. Which one's the better parent? We know who is. We don't have to talk about that. But, you know, we'll do that just jabbing and having fun and things like that. But I know how to, like, I could put her on my Instagram like I did for my daughter's birthday, and everybody kind of was like, "Oh, wait, so y'all, what's going on?" What? No, just it was her birthday. My daughter's birthday is on the 31st.
Y'all was looking real couplish at a time.
Yeah,
and that's why.
How I have created that, it's better to just kind of get along on some things than fight about everything. Yeah. Like, I actually don't hate her. Yeah. We just don't work in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we've both come to terms. I've come to terms first about it. Once she come to terms, then it was like
everything would be better. Oh, you said so. It's happened already.
Yeah, like we both come to terms. Oh yeah, we're both like we talked about it actually like a couple weeks ago, and it was like, man, F you, and she's like, F you, and like that's just where we're at. We laughed about it. It was like, but she's like, I ain't doing nothing.
That sounds really cordial. That sounds really nice.
And it was like, all right, cool. Like I'm not neither.
I'm trying to make a situation like that.
Yeah, I was just like, yeah, I'm not neither. Like, okay, so now move on. So it's like, yeah, I can still be cool with you. I can still kind of have somewhat of a different type of relationship with you where it's like my own business / we're doing this for the kids. But if she is going through things, I am open to trying to help her because if it affects her, it affects my kids. Mm-hmm. So I try to have a bigger approach on looking at it because see, remember what I said about men when their feelings get attacked.
Yeah.
And we become something else. And the quickest way to get to a man's feelings is his kids. And so when a woman starts to dangle these kids, then when we go into the effort, and then we turn into the deadbeat dad, the dad that don't come around.
I feel like they dangle them like it's too easy. And maybe that's just my experience. Like maybe everybody's baby mom. I feel like mine just like as soon as possible, off top. Yeah, it's like dangle. So what kind of thing is that?
So she,
in your opinion,
when that happened, okay. So like in my situation, what I did was that it has to be two roles to be played. Somebody's got to be Batman. Somebody got to be the Joker. Somebody got to be the bad guy here. So when I'm fighting to be the good guy, that's when
the guy is always the Joker, especially I think in parenting.
But we don't want to accept that.
Nah, I think that's an automatic role though.
Yeah, but we don't want to accept it because at the end of the day, Christopher Lee Harris means something to me. At the end of the day, that's my name. So if you sprinkling dirt and shoveling some stuff on my name, at the end of the day, I'm full on.
I think when kids are younger, they usually look at the dad as Batman. I think there are moms out there who don't like that, and they try to like dampen that view that kids might have of their dads, but I think in the later stages, then the male moves or the father moves more into
acceptance.
Not more of into what's the word I'm looking for? Disciplinarian. Mm-hmm. Like you gotta be strict, especially with boys. You gotta be a little more.
No, absolutely.
Pressed on them. Girls too. Because women be wild.
You lose your daughter at like 7, 8. Like that's the difference with her. Like she's a woman at 8, 9 years old. So like if you suck as a dad, by the time that little girl's 9, she's already put in her mind.
Daughters stick with yo.
Well, no, when you do it right, when you do it right, she ain't shaking.
Daughters are your ride or die.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do with my daughter now. Like I call her the bodyguard. You know what I mean? People be like when Ty be trying to like play fight me. Here she comes.
Come in with the drop
kick. She in the middle, like, watch out, mommy. I'm like, yeah, get her bodyguard, go get in there and protect daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, she be ready to get in there.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's a wonderful thing because yeah, once you, what's going on, D? My man.
Oh, this your boy right here?
Yeah, it's Darren. My dude, what's going on, fam? I'm glad you tuned in, man. So, great dad, by the way. Darren is an excellent example.
Oh, good job, Darren.
Excellent. When I stand next to him, I'm in training. You know what I'm saying? I'm back to training on being a dad because this guy is good.
That's how I feel. I feel like I got a group of friends like that. Like I see you and how you are with your kids, and I be like, I gotta do stuff like that. Like,
and it's just you're not a bad dad at all.
No, yours are younger. It's a little different.
Yeah, and you had yours younger. So you guys were
it's public
learning
knowledge.
together. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
was 28 when I had Jordan.
Yeah, I was 18 with the first.
So that's a decade.
I was younger for both of mine than you were for
Yeah.
both.
And
Yeah.
then I cried at 33 when I had Taylor because I just knew I was too old to have more children.
No, even then, I don't think my being a dad at how I was at 18 that I was doing a horrible job. I think the relationship. I think once the relationship fell apart, then it was harder to co-parent than have kids and in
It
the
seemed
house.
like with me, I was a little older because I was in my 30s, so it was like a little bit of common sense was kind of set. Where it was like I was able to kind of
You probably you could maneuver it better.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, ooh, if I was like in my 20s, yeah, me and her would have probably been like Ken and Ryu on site. Soon as we see each other, we fighting. Like, I hope you trained, like because I'm ready to knock you down for real. But
Dude, maybe we'll have our kids' mom on one day so they could could be Batman and tell how we were the Joker.
Oh my god.
That would be interesting.
We'll
that sounds like sabotage.
I'm not afraid. She's probably watching. I ain't afraid.
Bring the smoke.
You can do it if you She can't bring smoke to the smoke, so never forget that.
Yeah, both of y'all bring the smoke. All right, so anyway, in this Kanye situation, it was Travis Scott that he said ended up giving them the address.
Okay.
Which is
Shout outs to
another
Travis
sister's
for
baby
that.
daddy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, it's the part that saddens me again is like I said, it's just like the kids, like put your feelings aside and just focus on the task at hand. It's like your kids. At the end of the day, like, cause you can be a billionaire, but that money ain't gonna mean diddly if your kid is torn in between the scenes of things.
Yeah, I agree.
Like money's not gonna.
All the fighting over time, the fighting over money. One day your kid's gonna be 25 and not care too much, or 30, 35. Let's escalate it. He could be 30, they'll be 35.
Yeah.
And they not gonna care about what you're doing for them as much. It's gonna be more what happened. And so I don't think you should. I think parents both ways try to label the other parent as bad guys or do things that might be vindictive or petty.
Because what will happen, because I had this conversation with a kid's mom and things like that, and we were actually, I think, kind of fighting a little bit at this time, and I just told her straight away, I say, hey, our kids are going to learn who we are in real life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not afraid. Like,
that's how my parents were. I used to have this super, like this vision of how my parents were all the way up into my 20s. And then one day I sat and looked and it wasn't anything like I thought. Like I just started putting the pieces together. I would ask them questions. Oh, how was this? It was nothing like I thought. Kids don't have the ability to kind of.
Well, because we look at kids look at things simpler.
Yeah.
And parents, because we're parents now, we know how to navigate and kind of cut them out. We protect them. From the turmoil.
From the world, really.
Yeah. So. It's.
All right. So I didn't go on as much of a run as I wanted. But anyway, that's why I hate the Kardashians now.
Yeah.
It wasn't just that, but it was his Drink Champs interview, and he was talking about the publicist and everything getting in the way of that. The way he was coming across about wanting his family back. And it seems like she was more going... She's doing, like, more typical stuff than I would have expected from her. Because I think Kim Kardashian's a smart lady. Yeah. I don't think she's, like, the airhead Paris Hilton type that, some people might think about her. No, she's in law school or some yeah, she has some sense about her. And when I hear her talk, she has sense about her. So when I'm hearing these stories, it's like, ooh, that doesn't make sense. That is weird. I had to look at it a little deeper.
But that's the thing, like that like we talked about was about like the emotions and things like that, and so
what is this, a quote? The importance of giving one's parents grace as we get older is important. Yeah, I agree.
No, absolutely. So
go ahead.
No, I was looking to see.
Joseph Gutierrez. What's up, Joseph?
Hey, what up? What up?
Thanks for coming by.
What up? What up? Appreciate. But yeah, that's the thing where like, it's. I wish people will just go to the well and drink. At the end of the day, because the knowledge is out there. Like we could talk till we're blue in the face about a lot of things, and everything can make sense or don't make sense.
Yeah, we could be right or wrong,
but I wish people just would drink from the well. You know what I mean? And it's like when it comes to just kids, Kim, that's a really low blow. You know what I mean? And it's like, what will happen? Because this is what's going to happen. Because Kanye's the king.
Yeah.
So, Kanye, if this gets to you, Mr. West.
Here go the message directly.
If this gets to you, Mr. West, you are a king. So that crown is at arm's reach. Pick it back up. Put it on your head. And apply your greatness after that. And that's how you turn the tide. And I'm not saying fight fire with fire. I'm not saying that at all. Just continue to just be great. When you continue to be great, that's going to flood out all the BS.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Because, see, when you do that and when your kids get older, they're going to be like, man, my dad was great. What you mean? Like, why you do this to your mom? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be a reversal move. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be
keep your crown on straight.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, keep your crown on. Like, for real. Like, all my kings out there that's doing great things. You know what I mean? Every man falls. Muhammad Ali's the greatest fighter ever.
We all fall.
He's
we all
falling.
fall, too.
Hell, Iron Mike's falling.
Yep.
That was hard to watch. You know what I mean? But Iron Mike's falling. Roy Jones Jr., one of my favorites. I can ramble all day about these guys. They fallen, but they got up. You know what I mean? And so it's when you fall, that doesn't judge you. When you get up and what the man you become after you've fallen, that's what makes the determining factor.
Ooh.
Because you could fall and not learn nothing. Dead on. You could fall and not learn nothing. Some people would get hit in the head continuously and never change nothing.
I agree.
You know,
I think that's a good message to leave it on. We should maybe pick this up like on just the whole topic of discussion, and maybe we'll bring some dudes on and talk about
absolutely
the stuff they go through.
Yeah, because I know lots of great guys. You know what I mean, and great women too.
Men don't get like the sympathy or the just the courtesies that women get sometimes, and it's a little rough for them. Like to make it dark, like there's even some things that happen with men and their children and their girlfriends that the ending to the story is horrible. And you look at them like, dang, like what that situation had to be going badly. So I think it is something that we need to lift men up who are in the fight.
Absolutely.
Who are trying to be in their kids' life, who are trying to do the right thing, trying to be good fathers, trying to be good husbands, good men in general.
And we need to recognize that. Guys are taught to like, if you recognize it too much, you're a player hater or you try to sabotage, or men don't do that. And it's like, no, it's absolutely not true. Because women do very small things and they get a confetti coming down. You know, their girlfriends link up like, oh girl, what, you got a job? Come over. You know what I mean? And they partying all night, and it's like, that's cool. That's good. But us, it's like, okay, you got your job, bro? Oh, that's what's up, for sure. And then that's it. Yeah. You know, and it's like it shouldn't be like that. Kind of going back to, like, you know, like I said, when I wore the Raider hat, like, you know, I'm gonna acknowledge my man because he's still here. Why wait? If that becomes his fate, then acknowledge him. Why? No.
All right, it's official. Next week we having King session. All the kings who want to come through and tell any bit of the story or just stop in.
Oh man, most Steph, I appreciate the love, my guy. Appreciate, man. Thank everyone that commented and been been on. Thank you.
Yeah, we just starting off.
I've been trying to keep this at an hour.
We just starting off, so everybody who is here for the first few weeks, this is our 4th week.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the people who are here on the 4th week, even if you're here for 5 minutes, 2 minutes, we appreciate all of it. We appreciate your presence, your comments.
If I just had one view, I'm happy with that. I got one person's attention. That's just how humble I am. Like, it's not like I learned that with my uncle. My uncle is a pastor, and I asked him one day, how as a pastor, how you feel? He said, Chris, when I first got into it, I thought I wanted that really big church. He said, but you know what? I have a small church of 150, 200 people. But he's like, I never trade a man for the world. He was like, I know all of them personally because we are a small community. He was like, I just thank them for allowing me to use up some of their time and speak the word, And it was just so humbling when he said that, like, wow. So I've always been, if I got one person watching, thank you.
So, yeah, we appreciate it.
So I'm cutting it off from right there, man.
Thank everybody for the support.
Yeah, definitely.
On week 4. We hope y'all continue to follow us on this journey. I hope, if y'all watch the other shows, if anybody's seen the 1, 2, and 3, the audio was trash. I hope it was better this week. I'll be working on this all week to try and make sure it's right.
I just come here.
He just show up at the last minute and hop on camera. We get off and he out.
Cute shirt, little hat, No,
that's not true. I talked to him about the show all week too. We be putting stuff together. But thanks everybody for following us while we building this freaking plane, trying to fly it. We get that from KS. What do you say? Build a plane while you flying it. That's what we doing.
It makes no sense.
Audio was trash last week. Hopefully it's better next week. Soundproofing falling off this week. Hopefully it stay on next week.
It's all good.
We'll be back.
Maybe they internet lagged on that part. They didn't even see it come off.
No, they saw it. They synced it. I'm Jamal Williams.
And I am Christopher Barris.
And we are America's Mind.